What's up everybody, VB here bringing you some Gotham City Impostors gameplay, and I don't jump on the bandwagon, I am the bandwagon. In this week's video, we're going to be looking at those brand new community challenges that have been released and they've gone on top of the ones that haven't quite disappeared yet. It's a rather curious situation, but me myself, I'm not going to complain. It's always a benefit to me when I could go from level 400 to 500 in the space of 5 weeks as opposed to 5 months. In addition to going through the challenges for this week, I'm also going to be going through my loadout as well. Now, a bit of a disclaimer, I do include the Witch Doctor. Now, before everyone starts going, Witch Doctor, rage quit, I want to stress at this point, I do not spam the Witch Doctor, okay? I use it very defensively, and you'll see how I do that from the gameplay, and also when I go through my loadout. So before we get started, just to let you know that in the background, there is a game of TDM being played on the 25th floor, with me running with the loadout I've created for this week, and it's very partisan heavy gameplay, but that's not a bad thing because I do love that assault rifle, it's growing on me, just like those airspace deniers. Good lord, how have I not used the gnomes before? They're friggin' amazing! Now the challenges for this week all share the same deadline, which is the 5th of October. In theory. I know, like I said before, there is a bit of a debacle going off with previous challenges not disappearing. Apparently it's some sort of technical hiccup. That's what I gather from the forum posts and what people have been saying about it. But they are working on it, so don't rest on your laurels. Get out there and get them done as soon as possible. Now the challenges this week, you've got 2 suggested by people of the community, 2 camo challenges and 1 calling card. Now the 2 community challenges for this week are actually both repeatable ones, and the first one was suggested by Raindown and it's called Wrath of the Ninja, and if you do 2000 points of damage with shurikens, you're going to bag yourself 4000 XP. Now while we're on the topic of ninjas, is it just me or is the ninja voice in game perhaps one of the most infuriating things you can ever hear? You know, you're running around being a boss, taking everybody out, next thing you know you get dive bombed by an air cow carrying whatever douchebag luggage he happens to have with him, usually it's body armour and a care package, and all you hear is pwned by a ninja. No I wasn't. Shut up! I know ninjas. If a ninja was to be as stealthy and ninja-like as you are, they would effectively have to run up and kick me in the balls. The irony behind that, however, is the fact they would be more discreet about it. / rant over. I did warn you. Moving on, the second challenge was suggested by a soggy rat, and it's called All About the Money, and indeed it is, because if you collect 50 bounties in Bounty Hunter, you're going to get 10,000 XP. Now this is a pretty decent challenge, not just in terms of payout, but also to get people back into Bounty Hunter, because it's a pretty overlooked mode, and a lot of people still need to get the challenges done which are related to Bounty Hunter, and also it's a pretty fun mode to play in general. It's a bit like Kill Confirmed, but with more clowns. So definitely go in there, give it a few games, collect those bounties, and get ready to reap the rewards of doing so. So moving on, we're going to tackle the camo and the calling card this week. But again, just like previous weeks, if you've already got them, don't bother trying going for them again, because you're not going to earn anything extra. But first things first, the snowflake camo is available for the jackhammer, and you're going to get that if you slay 20 foes. And the kitty camo this week is available for the witch doctor. I can see a lot of people running well grounded, or not even bothering to turn up in a lobby. It's down to personal preference at the end of the day when it comes to the witch doctor. But if you dish out 60,000 points of damage, you're going to earn yourself the kitty paint job. And finally, there is a calling card to earn as well this week, and it looks like this, and you'll get that if you complete 60 rounds of any game type. So you know, you might as well jump into Bounty Hunter, earn yourself a new calling card, get yourself a mountain of XP, it's a double win. Now considering I've already got snowflake camo for the jackhammer, not my problem this week, and to be honest, a lot of people have already devised their classes up for the jackhammer. Usually it involves a mighty body type and a glider rig and body armour, but each to their own at the end of the day. Me, myself, I needed to get that kitty camo, because, to be honest, a little part of me thought, you know, if I'm going to troll people with the Witch Doctor, I've got to have kitty camo to prove that I've done it to a great extent. In reality though, the reason I wanted to use the Witch Doctor was simply because I posed myself a challenge. I wanted to find out if I could create a class where I use it in such a way that it shrugs off all the bad reputation it's attracted. Now if you think back to when the Steamy Punk Pack was first introduced, the Witch Doctor was there to clear out rooms of campers. You know, there was no intention, I don't think, of it being used as a main primary weapon. There was no spamming capabilities, it was just something people sort of developed, especially when they realised about the deflective pulse and how it just bounces off here, there and everywhere. Keeping that in mind, and also appreciating the fact that the challenge this week for the Witch Doctor is focused on points, not kills, I use the Witch Doctor a lot more defensively, and my whole class is focused about luring people towards you and taking advantage of the fact that they're not expecting your defences. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to my class for this week, the Electro Gnome Defensive. Now for this class I use the speedy body type simply because it's the quickest, and also there's nothing more tantalising to a heavier body type than being able to dive bomb someone with the least amount of health available in game. That's the biggest draw. You want to lure them in by giving them the false hope of being able to take someone out. My primary weapon is an assault rifle. Now in this gameplay I'm using the Partisan simply because I'm trying to master it, but I can see people running with the Huntsman because it's more powerful, or alternately with the Dawn Patrol because it's more reliable. Either way you need to work in tandem with your secondary, which of course will be the Witch Doctor with the static mod. So what you want to do is basically fire off a few warning shots, attract some attention, run off, let them chase you down. While they're chasing you down, once you're in position, switch to your Witch Doctor, lay down some electricity balls as a defense, they run into it, dealing points of damage, working towards your kitty camo, and you can take them out with your assault rifle. On the other hand though, you can throw down some electricity first, and then use your assault rifle to mop up the kills as they've got reduced health. My support item is the airspace denier. I love those gnomes, I've only just realised how good they are. But you can throw those down and they'll protect you against dive bombers, also against those people using skate ramps and spring shoes, things like that. Very useful, it's not just for gliders. And my gadget is the spring shoes, so in those situations where things aren't going exactly to plan, you can use those to quickly jump out, or alternately you can use those to sneak up on enemies as well. So for instance on the 25th floor, as you'll see in this gameplay, I'm jumping up behind the enemies on those little outside alcoves and firing off the Witch Doctor. Now my fun facts are regenerative, just in case you can't reach a health kit in time, and also well grounded, just in case anyone decides to play you at your own game. My rampage is kill crazy, and my psych profile is body dysmorphic, just to take advantage of the fact that you are running the speedy body type. So that's my class for this week. Remember people, with great power comes great responsibility. Use the Witch Doctor wisely. But I'm going to close things out now. Thanks for watching the video, hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, but you know the drill by now people, don't you? Keep up the GGs, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves.